Welcome to video log number 10, training for the Dragon's Back Race 2025. Just wanted to show you, we've got some beautiful weather here at the moment, lovely and windy. Hopefully you can hear me, and I've managed to avoid the rain, but I just wanted to show you what the sea conditions are like, because I am fortunate enough to live next to the sea, so I figured I'd take you down the lovely set of steps down the cliff front and show you what's going on down here. Here we go. As I'm sure some of you have noticed, I'm not uploading these every day. Truth be told, it's taken up too much time. As much as I love doing them, I am actually quite enjoying the process of making the videos. Spending 2 to 2.5 hours every day on top of what else I'm doing is unfortunately not feasible. However, I am still intending on doing the videos, at least one a week, to give you a recap of the previous week's worth of training, then also to provide some extra information which will hopefully be beneficial. Now, I've cheated for this, given myself some little notes to make sure I covered different topics. So, as I mentioned, I'm planning on making these weekly to get a recap and information that will hopefully be more beneficial to you. Some of the things I'm intending on covering are the different types of training. So that will be things about zone 2 running, hill sessions, tempo work, long runs, terrain specific training and race specific type training. I'm also intending on covering the outline of my own personal training plan to give you an idea of how I'm approaching my training for the Dragon's Back race. I'll go through kit that I use for training, as well as kit that I'm planning on using for the Dragon's Back race. We'll go through some nutrition strategies and how to adjust nutrition through training and test out different ways of eating and fueling your runs. What else have we got? We'll do some strength and conditioning workouts. I've got an idea that I might do some follow along sessions. An important one that I'll be covering at some point in the future will be foot care, as we'll be spending 6 days on our feet in, maybe it'll be glorious sunshine, maybe it'll be glorious rain, but either way I'll go through some foot care advice. So, quick recap for this previous week of training. I covered a total of 34 miles with 5,000 foot of elevation. So again, another relatively easy and short week with my focus still being on ensuring I'm getting out every day for a run. By every day I mean 6 days a week, although I did do 7 days of running this previous week. Most of those runs were done at, to be fair, an easy effort, with the exception of Wednesday's session, which was of course a run with Will interval session down the seafront, which saw myself and my athletes running 2 lengths of the new pier at a little bit faster than 5k pace, followed up by 1 length recovery. Then on Thursday I went out with Ryan Castle from Hellfire Events to help him do some videography for his children 1 and 2 mile races which are coming up, and also a little run around the 10k route, of which there are some little highlights and snippets on Thursday's video that's already been released, so make sure you go check that out if you haven't already. This week's training is again much the same. The aim is to get out Monday through Saturday, just to ensure I'm getting that consistency. However, this week changes a little bit for me because my coached to 5kers, like Couch to 5k, they get to spend some time with me, start today, Monday, and I'll be running with them on a Monday and Thursday, which will be on top of my normal runs. What else is happening? Oh, it'll actually be race day on Sunday for Hellfire Events, the 5 and 10k and the mighty mile and 2 miles for the children. So if you're in the Dover area or fancy a bit of a trip to race around a prison, then make sure you check out their website. I'll pop the address on the screen. No session would be complete without a lovely set of stairs to go up either, would it? On the agenda for me this week is to go and see my man Tony Henderson, who's a sports therapist, as this past week I've got a little tiny niggle in the left knee, probably due to a lack of strength and conditioning on my part. It's not affecting my running yet, but I want to get ahead of that and get it sorted before mileage starts increasing and elevation starts increasing. And that's a wrap for today. We have covered a total distance of 3.4 miles with an average heart rate of 122 beats per minute and an elevation gain of 482 feet. So a quick little recap of today's video. We have done a run session, nice and easy 40 minutes, keeping the heart rate nice and low with a couple of hills and steps put in for good measure, followed by 6 times strides. We've also talked about my intention with the video logs and how I'm gonna try and make it so once a week to give you a recap of my training, and bolted onto that recap of the previous week's training, I'm going to share with you race prep and nutrition, kit guidance, different types of training, different types of training sessions that could be included, what my personal goals are for the Dragon's Back this year, as well as answering any sort of questions that you guys and girls may have with regards to the Dragon's Back or with regards to running in general. Hopefully having a weekly video will be more productive for everyone, including myself. As always, I hope you're enjoying the videos. Any questions, throw them down below, and until next time, see you soon. Sorry, just one last thing. Look at this view, even on a day like today.